Hi, my name is Coach Jim O'Connor from wellnessword.com, your trusted body transformation resource. In today's video, I'm going to discuss something that bothers so many people, and it's called emotional eating. So I'm going to give you help for emotional eating and give you a strategy or a technique that you can use to help break the chain of emotional eating. Now, there are two types of people when they get stressed out: anxious, upset, worried, depressed. They either do one thing, eat highly palatable, processed, ultra-processed foods such as French fries, chips, cakes, baked goods, etc., or they don't eat at all. They just don't want to eat because they don't have any kind of appetite because they're nervous, upset, stressed, etc. Those are the two types of eaters, but generally people fall into the I'm going to grab the highly palatable, highly ultra-processed foods when I am stressed out to make myself feel better. There is a definite connection there. There's a recent study done a month or two ago, and what it did, it looked at 84 young adults. 84 young adults, they logged their food and emotional states for 4 days. And what they came up with is a result that showed that emotional eating increased their quote-unquote happiness or their emotional positivity by 4%. And you're probably saying 4%? That's nothing. 4% is nothing. That's ridiculous. Well, let's look a little closer at this. Now, they looked deeper into other types of substances and what that does to the pleasure centers of your brain. And a standard drink shot intravenously would be 5% of positive emotions were felt. It increased your positive emotions by 5%. And that's with a drink of pure alcohol. Well, let's step it up a little bit. What about a small dose of cocaine? What happened there? The results showed 10% of an increase in positive emotions as a result of the cocaine. So highly processed foods will give you a temporary emotional boost, a 4% temporary emotional boost. And that's why people do it. What happens is it turns into a great big cycle. Your brain wants to feel better. So your brain seeks out these highly palatable, ultra-processed foods to satisfy that, to make you feel better. So then your brain makes a connection with the positive feelings as a result of eating the food, and it goes back into a circle again, and you want more. That is exactly what happens, and that happens to way too many of us, and I know you want to break that and break the chain. So here's exactly what I recommend. Oh, by the way, if you're liking this video so far, click like and share with your friends because it can help them too, because they're definitely doing the same thing that most of America or the world does, and we do emotional eat, unfortunately. We don't eat because we need to eat. We eat sometimes because we want to eat, and that can be challenging. So how do you break this chain? How do you overcome this emotional eating state, which is so common? So what you do is take a piece of paper out, and what you want to do is you want to list what happened right before the event took place where you grabbed the cookies, the donuts, the cake, the chips. What was going on prior to that? Where were you? Who were you with? What were you feeling? Write that all down. And then even go back further, maybe a couple of hours before. How did you feel? What was your emotional state then? Who were you with? What were you doing? Write that all down and think about it. From there, what you're going to do is you're going to recognize certain patterns. You're going to recognize exactly why you're doing this. You need to understand why before you break the chain. And after that, you're going to understand how can you break this particular chain. That's what you're going to answer. And you're going to look for these patterns, and you're going to try to figure out exactly how to disrupt these exact patterns. And you're going to write down the steps that you can do to disrupt the patterns so you're not emotional eating as much. Such as, when I'm feeling stressed, I'm going to go out and take a walk instead of running into the kitchen and grab the donuts. Come up with little strategies like that. That's what I do with my Neurobody Transformation Program. I help people break that chain of emotional eating in my program at wellnessword.com. So, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I know it can impact you and change your life. So, for taking the time, and I appreciate you for doing that, I have a special treat for you. It's a report that I've created for 100% free. It'll help stop emotional eating. It's called Fat Loss Forever, the top 7 ways to prime your brain, and we're talking about the brain. That's where this is all triggered from. It's all controlled in the brain. The top 7 ways to prime your brain into permanent fat loss. So go ahead, click the link below, and for 100% free, no charge, I'm going to give you this free report. It's in audio, it could be in video, or it's in text, whatever you prefer. And it's yours for 100% free for watching this video. So I'll see you at wellnessword.com. Click the link below, and it'll take you exactly to 100% free. Fat Loss Forever, the top 7 ways to prime your brain into permanent fat loss. Thank you and take care. Have a great day.